Welcome to Memorial Stadium and the sea of red in the heartland of Lincoln, Nebraska. An uncommon place and home to an uncommon program with a championship pedigree. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another team from the SEC, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Longhorns will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's got it on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Using his legs, it's Everett. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go.
Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team.
Number 19 on the field goal.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, running back gets to give. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to take off.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. He's got great speed. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Ready to go back to work on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Trying play action. On the run, still looking. Pulls it in. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
A little release to the back. Drills him with the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive.
The expressway is wide open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Give to the running back. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Easy.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska! The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offense coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Shakes off the tackler. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Had the first down. You had it in your grasp. All you got to do is take care of the football, secure the football. You're trying to do everything you can to reach for it, scratch for it, claw for it, and then secure it. Don't lose it. Don't put it on the ground. Bad job by the offense securing the football.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
And the pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Eastern Michigan is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Eagles on the scoreboard. They're up 14 over Western Michigan. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to go up top on first down. He makes the connection. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Dances away to buy time. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He throws one to the left. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Man, they can barely see the 1st down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4th. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The Huskers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Six-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They go to the draw. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. A strike downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for the
Backing the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback.
completion to the right. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
So just how aggressive can they afford to be as they snap it on second and long? Throw here on second down. Quick completion on the out. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Brings up third down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long.
Hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll come out throwing on first down. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, he'll let it fly. Contact. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Texas 14, Nebraska 10.
The Cornhuskers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Texas offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
Quick release on the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. A designed run for the quarterback. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield. He just decided to take off.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw on third. Quick strike complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Gives it to the back on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He'll set up to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Bulldozes him. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Running back with the carry. He's tackled at the 31. Second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw. You got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they're able to make the tackle.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there calmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here. How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Now on 2nd down. On the option. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Get set, get set. Listen.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He's got his man. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but the quarterback and the receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Got it, looking for a first. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. The 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Texas 24, Nebraska
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Finds him out of the backfield, and he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They didn't look to push it downfield, and the running back not quite able to get to the sticks.
Yeah, but I don't mind the decision. I like getting it to my guy and trusting him to make a play and get the first down. But now puts me in a different situation. Fourth down. Do I want to go for it, or do I want to run?
The Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
The Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it through the air. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see...
For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll throw one to his right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man and they convert. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll go right back to it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I would have just loved to see him stay in bounds, fall forward, try to run somebody over, not get pushed out of bounds. You know, obviously the clock is one thing, but now set up in a big 4th down with the lead. What do you want to do on 4th and short?
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 1st. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're bringing heat. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing?
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His 1st interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it.